What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again to the Canton Bourbon Boys. This is Matt, and this is my one bottle review. Today, we're going to do something unique, something I've never seen before, a bottle I've never heard of before. So stay tuned to find out what bottle I'm going to review today. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to do a bottle that I've never heard of before. I was on a work trip, and a coworker decided to bring a bottle of bourbon from the state of Texas. And we're going to review that bottle for you today. I have never heard of this brand, never heard of this product. I don't know anything about the distillery, but we're going to dip into this bottle today, review it for you, and give you my full thoughts on this bottle, whether it's a buy or not. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, we're going to be trying a product called Gentle Ben. It's made in Texas. I didn't look up anything on this product. Just for the fact that I didn't want my mind to be skewed in a specific way based on what they do, their traditions, etc. So I wanted to go in with this thing as like a completely as fresh as possible. Sometimes when you try stuff and you already know what they do, it kind of warps your mind into thinking you either like or dislike that product based on what they do. Example of that's Cleveland whiskey. If you find out Cleveland whiskey actually takes stuff almost like in a pressure cooker in wood chips and it tries to force age something, it makes you think something of that product before you actually try it. This one here, it was given from a coworker. Wanted to try it, wanted an honest opinion on it. So we're going to give this thing a whirl and give it a try and see what we think. Remember, for the rating system again, anything below 90s are like best bourbons of the year. 80s are really, really good. Anything in the 70s is probably something I'd buy again. Anything in the 60s is probably more bottom shelfy type products. I mean, as you get down that list, it starts getting into stuff that you'd never want to buy or try again. But obviously, some stuff is worse than others. But it's hard to once you get lower in that scale, it's hard to figure out how low to actually go unless you have a product that's so funky that's bad. But Gentle Ben's comes in at 119 proof. I don't know anything about it, so. Gentle Ben's is the name of the distillery. If you want to look it up, look it up. It's crafted in Texas. We're going to go ahead and give this a nose. So I do get, for some reason, right off the initial nose, I do get like a warehousey type funk to it. So very mild nose. So nothing offensive on the nose. Very mild, a warehousey, oaky kind of nose to it. It's got a sweetness, a slight sweet caramel that's kind of lingering there. There's a minerality note I'm getting off this, like almost like a some type of mineral, metallic-y, twangy type thing. Yeah, it's hard to explain. But it's there's an herbal note to it. I'm getting like almost like a dill type note to it. There's a floral nose on it. The more I nose it, the more the herbal and the floral comes out. But like you've seen before in previous videos, I'm against herbal and floral. But this is not offensive in any way. The oak kind of takes the majority of it, a nice sweet oak, very slight caramels and vanillas. And then the more you smell it, the more you can start to pick up that florally note and that herbaceousness of it. It's going for a taste. Not bad. Floral and herby forward. That herbal note, that earth-like note shines through. So earthy, a lot of herbs. There's a floral note to it as well. I wouldn't say the floral takes the front seat here. The herbs take the front seat, but it's not in an offensive way. There's still a nice little sweetness to it. It's got some a little bit of barrel funk, a little bit of warehousey funk, a little bit of oak, the caramels and villas, a little bit of sweetness. The herbs kind of linger on the finish a little bit. But I'm kind of surprised. On the back it says 3 parts craft, 1 part science that I just read now. I don't know what kind of science they do. But it's not offensive whatsoever. I think it's, I mean, I'd buy this again. If this bottle was done, I'd buy it again. I mean, I'm curious about their story now. But let's give it a rating. Let's go on the color. It's pretty light colored, but not too bad. I'd say like a light caramel color to it. It looks like it's got a little bit of age to it from a color standpoint. I don't know what the age statement is on this. But let's give it an 18. On the nose, nothing spectacular, nothing offensive. It's got a very mild nose. I'm going to give it an 18 as well on the nose. On the palate, I think the palate drinks well for something that's herbaceous and got a florally note to it, which I'm usually don't like. I think it drinks pretty well. It's an easy drinker, that's for sure. At 119 proof, it's an easy drinker. I'm telling you. So I'm going to give that a 20. And on the finish doesn't linger. The finish is there. The finish kind of dissipates very, very fast, and it leaves you with more of a earthy, herbally note to it in a non-offensive way, like a sweet herb. And it kind of dissipates relatively quick, so I'm going to give that an 18 as well. And that gives me an overall of a 74. So if this bottle is out and I wanted to try something different, depending on what their story is, I'd consider buying this bottle again. I think it's pretty decent bourbon. I mean, even for a 74, I think it's not bad. I mean, it's worth a try. I'm curious on their story now, so I'm going to go look up what this company's all about. I like it a lot better than a lot of stuff I've tried. I wouldn't say it's fantastic or something that fits in Bourbon of the Year category, but it's something I'm happy I was gifted. I am very excited to be able to try this product. It might not be something that's easy to get again. And I'm happy to have it here and share it with some other people. But this turned me on to herbally and floral a little bit when I was totally against it. So if you're curious about Gentle Ben, go look them up. And I'd say it's worth trying, depending on the price. I'd say it's worth trying, especially if you're into that floral herbally type of profile. And this is definitely an easy drinker. Definitely an easy drinker. It does not drink to its proof point. So, pretty decent. But go ahead and give it a try. Gentle Ben's. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will hopefully come out with a new one relatively soon. And I'm thinking about doing a raffle to help support the channel. So let me know in the comments below whether you'd be interested to raffle or not. Raffling off a portion of my collection or some of the bottles that I've held on to for a while and probably not going to get to taste them. Or it's ones I picked up multiples of that I'm kind of willing to part ways with. If you're interested in doing any kind of a raffle, put a comment below. Say you're interested. If I get a lot of people involved, I'll do something where I'll give away maybe 10, 15 bottles, and we'll do a little raffle, 20, 25 bucks a ticket, etc. But appreciate you tuning in, and until next time, thank you.